Yeah. So what's so important about Bitcoin hash rate is that it's part of Bitcoin being engineered money. And a lot of people don't get past like the absolute digital scarcity part. They get it, but then they stop their study there. Once you understand absolute digital scarcity and the effects of 21 million finite supply, the next thing to understand is the Bitcoin difficulty adjustment, because that's another aspect of Bitcoin being engineered money. And the way that it works is as hash rate goes up, then the difficulty goes up. And when the difficulty goes up, the cost of producing the Bitcoin goes up. And of course, the price of any commodity cycle, they say, is set at the margin. But whose margin? The margin of cost, the margin of the producer, right? When you go into a store and you go to buy something, you don't place a bid. The producer sets the price, and that price is based on their cost plus their marketing strategy. And it's up to the consumer. It's up to the free market price signal to say, does this deliver value or not? Oh, hey, here's some M&M Reese's snacks. It's $45. Oh, well, for $45, that's not worth it. I'm not getting the value from that snack. I'll do something else that's more fair value than something that's so overpriced. So when it comes to Bitcoin, what value does it deliver? Oh, I don't know. 24/7, 365 access to liquidity, zero counterparty risk, settlement anywhere in the world within 10 minutes that is secure and cheap. These are very valuable characteristics of money that deliver value to governments, to companies, to people. And the price that we have to pay to gain access to that value is always going to be relative to the cost of production, because it's the miners who are the forced sellers, right? We're stacking. We will never sell. We don't ever want to sell our Bitcoin. If you sell your Bitcoin, I'm sorry for you. You should never sell your Bitcoin. Miners have cost. Miners meet at the margin. They have to cover their costs. They are forced sellers of what they produce. And that's where the price is set. Well, as Russia gets in on the game, and eventually Trump came and said, if I'm president, the United States will be one of the lowest cost energy producers in the world, and the United States will become a Bitcoin mining powerhouse. What does that mean? Hash rate is going to explode. And even if we're involved or not, hash rate is going to explode. We can't be left behind. And as hash rate increases, every 2016 blocks, the difficulty will increase, which will push up the cost of production, which will require those miners who are forced to sell to ask for a higher price. And sometimes the bid might not be there because we're so early in the marketplace that the marketplace doesn't understand the value that they're actually receiving. But for us Bitcoiners, when we see cheap Bitcoin, especially relative to its cost of production, it is a no-brainer that you should be stacking as aggressively as you possibly can. This is a positive feedback loop. We are now moving. When I first started in Bitcoin 10 years ago, this was like, people would laugh when you said, oh yeah, countries are going to, you're fool. You're whatever, man. Good luck with your magic internet money. Countries are now going to be in mining. It's over. It's done. This is the final shift. Get your shit together and stack as many sats as you can, because we are now moving into the final phase.